Hi everyone, trust you all are doing well. So we finished up our edit and update method in the previous episode. So what we're going to be dealing in this episode is we're going to create our update post and actually dispatch it. Right. So open up your terminal, and in order, let's quickly create this job. So PHP artisan make a job. We're going to call this one update post. All right. And let's press enter. As you can see, job successfully created. In order to go to the job, we go to app, jobs. You will see we got the update post right here. All right. So the first thing we need to do is we need to bring in or create a private variable, and we're going to call this one post, like that. Right. And let me just, when we create a post, let me just open that up. Right, this is going to be the same thing. So we're going to update the title and all that kind of stuff. So what you can do, you can literally copy everything there and paste them underneath your post, like that. Right, so let's, in a constructor, what we're going to do, I'm going to put them all underneath each other. So I'm just going to bring in the post class, okay? And I'm going to set that to be the post. And then what I will do is I will paste everything again underneath that post. Right, so let's just go up here, copy everything, and paste it in there. All right, so now we got all of that in there. Just make sure we import, obviously, the post in the user. So let me just make sure I import that. Right, the post is imported, and let's import the user as well. Right here, just make sure they're imported there. All right, the next thing that we want to do is we want to set this. The only difference between your create post and your update post is you just bring in basically the post variable like that. Right, so let's quickly just update this as well. So we're going to set this post equal to post like that. Right, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go to the create post, go inside the constructor, and just copy everything like that. Just copy and paste. Right, said that all. Right, the next thing we need to do is we need to create the public static function. All right, and we're going to call this one fromRequest. And then we just pass in the post like this. And then obviously we're going to bring in our post request like that. And we're going to set it to the request. And we're going to call this one self like that. And then what we do is we're going to return a new static. All right. And the first one right here, this one will be just the post like this. Actually, not like that. Not a string. Right. And the rest, we're going to do the request title. Okay. Right. Just make sure you import this. Otherwise, it's not recognizing it. Like that. Just bring in that our custom request like that. Right, so let me quickly add the other ones as well. So I can just copy everything in here and paste it in there. Easy peasy. Right, the next thing we're going to do in here is we're doing the post like this. Let's make sure. Right, so what we want to do now is we just want to select that post. We pass through the constructor, and then we just want to call update on it. Okay, so now we got that all done. So the things that we're going to update, so let's go to our create post right here. You'll see we got the title, we got the body, we got the type, photo credit tags, link, and is commentable right here. So we just want to copy everything again. Just copy that and paste it in here. Right, so we obviously don't have to update the author. Right, so we don't have to, if you remember when we create a post, we got the post and we author that post right there. Right, now we're not going to do that in this episode, right? Because what we're going to do is just sync the tags like we did in the post right here. So we can, this one right here, we can just sync the tags, and obviously if there is an image, then upload the image and delete the old one and so on. Right, so let's quickly do that. So what we're going to do is this post, okay, then we're going to call on sync tags like this, All right, and then we add just this tags like that. Okay, the next thing we want to do is we want to check if there's a image. All right, so if the user updated the post image, what we want to do, if they do want to update, we will delete the old image and then just save the new image the author might want to add to the post. Okay, so let's do that. All right, so what we want to do is we're going to write an if statement, and we want to check if the image is not null. So is null, like this. All right, we're going to check is null, and we're going to check for this image. All right, so if that is not null, we want to check the file. Okay, we're going to do a file, and then we're going to call a static delete on that. Okay, then we're going to go to the storage path, not the string, storage path. Right, so in the storage path, what we want to do is we want to go to the app file, like this, / and then we want to concatenate basically this post image. All right, just to kind of show you where that is. So if you go to your storage folder under app, you'll see public and then obviously the post right there. So we're just referencing this app because when we store it inside the database, the path, we store it as public, post, and then the image, basically the image name right there. Okay, so that's why we're going to concatenate the app to that path. Okay. So we delete that. So after we finish that, we're going to basically save the new image. Okay, so we're going to call on our save image service. All right, and on that we're going to call the upload. Let me just make sure I can import this. All right, we've got it imported right there, and then we're going to call on that upload image. Now the first thing we're going to do is we need to upload this image because that's the image we need to upload. This image, and after that, basically this post, and after that obviously the folder, and the folder is basically the post table like that. Right, so that's all done, and then what we do is we're just going to return this post. All right, so we're going to do a return this post. All right, so now our job is all done. Quite easy, since you see we did a lot of hard work in the previous episodes when we actually create the post. When we update it, we can just basically copy and paste a lot from the previous information. So we don't have to type all of that information again. All right, so I just want to mention this for anyone. So if you type in this order, kind of keep them in the same order. So if someone is looking through your code, they can actually go and easily find, let's say, the property title. So we'll kind of know it will be on the second position, and here is in the second position, and here in the second position, and here as well. So just kind of keep your code consistent, organizable, and stuff like that. Okay, so now what we're going to do in our PostController, you just make sure you import your job, this UpdatePost job, from the request. We pass the post through to the job and the request like that, and we redirect. All right, so that's an end of this episode. If you guys liked the video, please give it a like. If you have any comments, feedback, or suggestions, please leave it for me in the comment section. And the other thing is, we're going to the next episode. What we're going to do is we're going to work on a destroy right here. All right, so thank you guys, and see you in the next one. Adios.